Yeah, like this is concerning. Like to tell you the truth. I mean, you were just about to say something. Then like you just completely blank.
It's like somebody pressed pause in his brain. Boop, boop.
Then we going live on this shit. Goddamn.
Hell, we want to go live. Let let's start
We
to go
go
in on Jake.
talk about my brain and shit. All right.
Hey man, your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is messed
No,
up.
seriously, you need to get your brain checked out, Jake. You need to get you get it checked out.
Like, like like right before we go live, it's all yeah, Jake, man, you're great, man. You had a great set. Hey, we're live. All right, man, Jake, you need to get your brain fixed. Oh, broken brain ass thing.
Broken brain.
Broken brain. Damn. Yo, numbskull ass nigga.
Numbskull. Numbskull, one of those dumbest moron. Nick,
Why you call somebody a broken brain?
Broken
All day. That's
uh,
crazy.
Hey, when'd you get a fucking brain in there? You fucking shit for brains?
hey, what's in there? What's in there? You can't let a dude knock on your head talking about what's in your head. Dude start knocking on your head like, yeah, what's going on in there?
Yeah. Be like, that's one of them. You know, my mom used to do to my sister. She'd be like, she'd be like, I hope you make it there safe. Knock on wood, and then knock on her head. Shit.
Really?
Damn. That's brutal.
Like knock on wood. Like damn.
Got him. Got him.
Well, just like got him.
Oh shit.
All right. Well,
yeah.
you know, I guess I'm hosting today, so you know.
Oh, yeah,
I guess I'm hosting today, so you know how this goes, man. This is Mask Golf, episode 96, Creative Differences, and today we're talking about some very important stuff. This picture has been killing me since it
ain't nobody going to see you, Otis. Like,
yo,
man, so to make this, like, I had to watch this clip again, so and like take the screenshot and all that. And it's so funny because he like first talks to Blue. He like, Blue, you good with this? like Blue's his friend. Like Blue was never cool with you, David. Like what? Like, what are you talking about? You're like, Blue, you good with this? You're like, yeah. You're like, yeah, I'm good with it, man. It's for the good of the group. You're like, oh, fuck you then, Blue.
You know, Eddie Kendricks wasn't cool with it. You know, Eddie rolled out for him. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
You know, them niggas smoke cocaine together. So you know, did heroin and cocaine together. So you know when a nigga do heroin and cocaine, y'all built something. Y'all builded a bond no nigga can take away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had their own little group too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did. They had a little side group and they wasn't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they broke up the nucleus. But anyway, let's get back to what I was going to say. This is Mask Off. Episode 96, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with the crew. My name is Big Tone. You know what it do. Up under me is my man with the plan, always down to lend me a helping hand for the bullshit. Because if we see the bullshit, we call the bullshit out. Shout out to the big homie Jake. What's up, baby? How you feeling?
Feeling good. What up, though, y'all? Missed last week. Had a good comedy show at the Old Shillelagh. Very fun. Very good show. Glad to be back here this week. Talking about another interesting topic, creative differences. And let's get it. Yeah, shout out to both of y'all. Feel me?
That's what's up, man. We happy to see you back. As you see, it's not 4 squares, but 3. The young boy he'll let you know what time it is when we pop off on this motivational minute. But it's good to see you back in the fold, Jake. We know you had some creative things to do, and I'm sure you kicked ass. You know what I'm saying? So welcome back, my brother. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, it was fun. Like I said, it was a real fun show. People walked up to me after the show like, "Hey, you good, man? You funny as hell." Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it felt good, and I got paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid out here. Getting paid out here for my jokes.
Paid gigs.
Hey,
Mhm.
okay. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
I booked another gig on the 19th of this month, on Saturdays in Ann Arbor, getting paid like I think like $70 for 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
You better
So
make them the best 10 minutes you ever did. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
So
isn't being a comedian 10 minutes could be long, like be real long. If you bombing, that's the
yeah,
longest 10 minutes you ever had.
yeah, hell yeah. Like, yeah. like when you when you crushing it, like it goes by really fast and it's like, damn, like I want to get a couple more in because you know what I'm saying. But like when you up there bombing, it's like it's brutal. And then like sometimes like you want to get off the stage and you looking for the host to make sure you're there because you've been like, yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all with one more. You know what I'm saying? But then the host ain't there. And it's like, oh, I gotta give you like two more. Y'all still ain't feeling these and shit. So it kind of it gets kind of rough. But
Yeah, to
yeah,
get booked for 10, to get booked for 10, you need to have a strong 10. Then to have a strong 10, you need to have like half an hour, really. Good stuff.
yeah, I got like 45 minutes of material.
Yeah.
And I say out of that, like maybe like 25 of it is really good, really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of it's like still working on it. Like newer bits I came up with that's gotten like pretty good reactions at mobile mics and and sometimes I don't get no reaction depending on where I'm at. But yeah, but I got 10 for sure. Got 10 good minutes for sure.
Pretty dope, man. I'm seeing you you changing the game, man. You know what I mean?
Enough about me though.
Oh man.
Okay. All right. Well, we just wanted to know what happened last week.
He just doing that because of the show name.
Yeah.
I ain't doing no, man. Like, get to the homie Dan or whatever. Sorry, I'm fucking it up. But
Anyway, my brother, that's always on the 1 or 2s. We had a wonderful conversation last week, my guy, and I had to say that I was inspired that I made me a Kanye West hat because of you. And if this Kanye West cap, I'm gonna wear it to the show when I get it. And if this Ye hat is everything that I think it should be, I'm going to get you one too. And I said that on air because we are Ye fans. We've been through the bad Ye, the good Ye, the mama Ye, the where my daddy at Ye, the my dad was about to abort me Ye, to fuck Kim and Skeet Ye. We've been through it all together, my brother.
Those all sounded wild, but those are all facts.
Those are all facts.
Like those are all things that happened in like the last 2 to 3 years.
Yes.
But it's yeah, man, I'm good. We had a great talk last week. Talking Ye there. So I watched part 2. Still need to watch part 3. We need to talk about that a bit more. But we can talk about that the whole day. So like that's. That could be his own show.
Yeah, really, that could be a whole show. The many moves of Ye. You know what I'm saying? And we could branch off. Shout out to Andy and Evan for the Daft what's it? Daft
the Daft Punk.
Daft Punk. It's the same premises with Ye. You know what I'm saying? They make so much music. They made a podcast dedicated to Daft Punk. It's the same premises with Ye. We could do the same thing, but that's on a whole nother scale. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to give them a quick shout out to them because it made me think of what they did.
But
a lot of people.
Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
No, I was gonna say a lot of people give me shit. Like I don't know what's like y'all favorite Ye albums is, but a lot of people give me shit for liking my favorite Ye album was Jesus. That's my favorite one. And a lot of people give me shit for that. I don't understand why.
That's a dope album.
Yeah,
That's a dope album.
Dope.
But
yeah,
my favorite album of all time, Dan, you know it, don't you?
We just talked about it.
Oh, my dark twisted fantasy.
Yes, it is. That's my favorite Ye.
That's a really good one too. That's shit.
From front to back, and I feel like you know what? We can't do this.
We
can't do this. You should have been in the episode last week.
Right, yeah, Jake.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? You should have been there, bro, because I could go on and on. You know what I mean? And,
y'all gonna do a part 2. There's a part 2 coming.
It's definitely got to be a part 2 because
I'll be a part 2 sliding in Wu-Tang and Nas Facts. Don't worry about it. I'll be
here. The fuck we go. Please don't start with Wu-Tang because I posted today about Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang niggas, they always talk about how much they love Wu-Tang, but they don't want to say, "Yo, let me bang that You Got album."
No, we don't. We don't want to hear You Got. We don't want to hear You Got.
The Young Bulls. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say my day. My week has been wonderful. It's always wonderful when I'm taking care of business. I'm in the crib. I'm keeping it moving. And keep it moving, fellas. Okay, cool. Check yourself. Check yourself, young boy. Check yourself. Check yourself. I don't have to keep shit moving. You check yourself. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Jake. What you was about to say?
Nah. I was gonna say some more Wu-Tang bullshit. It was nothing.
Yeah, talk about your day, Toad.
Yeah.
My day was great. My week was wonderful, and I've been doing this working from home thing. This will be my last month working from home. Then I got to take that trip back up north for a month, and then I'm back. So, I'm just trying to, get it in before I have to take this trip, man. And
that up north trip.
Yeah, man, that up north trip, and make sure I don't drink no water up there. But I'm gonna be straight. But everything cool on my end, man. Before we get to the meat and potatoes, we always gotta hit you with the appetizer.
See, this is the stuff we talking about on this show.
Exactly what it
like this. Off my show.
Off my show. So being as though he doing that, it's a perfect way to segue into the Young Bulls segment. And that's the Motivational Minute with the Young Bull Malachi. Get it, Dan.
What up, though? Today's Motivational Minute is live and direct from Pennsylvania. We had a rest stop. I'm on the road coming back to the D. I went out to New Jersey to support my boy. He was on Law and Order, but that's neither here nor there. Today's Motivational Minute is about teamwork make the dream work. Now, what does that mean? That means when you work together as a team, as a squad, as a unit, you get more done collectively. Now, in order to have proper teamwork, you need communication. What else do you need? You need to drop them egos. A lot of times teams fall apart because egos get involved. People want to be heard. People want bigger parts of the pie. Put all that aside. Keep the initial plan of what y'all had set out in mind and go for it and stick to it, okay? Drop them egos, communicate, and make it happen because teamwork makes that dream work. Pow!
He was doing the most in that one. Before the shout out, he had the shades on at nighttime.
They got those shades. Look like he running from the police.
Right, that's the type of shit we were talking about. Right? Yeah, he
getting Hollywood. You see him getting Hollywood.
Yeah.
He getting real Hollywood around here, and that shit's got to stop.
Yeah. So his the stuff he was saying is good. So I guess it's more of a do as I say, not as I do type of thing.
He getting real Hollywood, and I'm gonna tell you this too. We gonna sit down and have an intervention with him because I don't like where the hell this is going. You know what I'm saying? We love and respect you, but all that Hollywood shit, that's got to go out the door.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but he was saying the right stuff. You need to come in and just like put that aside for the good of the group, and that's true. See, he's out of control.
How he trolling his own show? This is what he's doing. They trolling.
But yeah, but you need to put that aside for the good of the group. I don't know about y'all, but I'm fine with a person doing their own thing on the side too, because that just kind of grows the group. Just don't try to bring that and try to ruin what you got going on within the group. Like keep that the same, and then when you blow up the group too. Kind of like Wu-Tang.
Yo, I'm gonna say this, man. Everybody, if you coming into a situation where it's multiple people, or even if it's two people other than yourself, you have to establish rules of engagement from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You got to set boundaries. You got to set rules. And if you do not create boundaries and rules, it creates an atmosphere of discord and chaos. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen many groups start off great, but somebody carrying the load. And what they ultimately do, they get burnt out because everybody is not doing a part. Some people show up, some people don't show up. Some people saying this and that, and they do something different when it's time for them to be a part of what's going on. That shit get corny. You know what I mean? And you find a lot of people saying, you know what? If I do something, I'm doing it by myself. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's not the best way to go about things. But if you can't come to an understanding and create boundaries in the beginning, you lose a perspective on what the goal is, because there's a goal to everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you lose sight to what the goal is.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think that's the main thing that people need to do when they start up a group, like a group creative project like that, is to figure out what that goal is and what do y'all want to do, and then making sure y'all stick to it. Jake, you got any thoughts?
On my, like, one thing that I like when you first started, like when you get together with a group and everything, like y'all was saying, like make sure y'all on the same page, make sure you want to make sure y'all both understand like what y'all want to do with whatever project you're working on, and you know what I'm saying, and just like that's like, to me, the most important thing, because like if you're not communicating and you're all not on the same page, that's you just setting yourself up for just failure already. So yeah, that's a big thing for me. Like everybody needs to like know what they want out of the project they're doing, and how everyone else feels about it, and what everybody else wants out of it. You know what I'm saying? So good to have that communication off top, and like, you know, and be going to that thing being realistic about it, if that makes sense.
No, it did. Plus, I mean, that what came to mind from there is like sacrifice too. So again, me personally, you can still do your own thing outside the group, but when it comes to the group stuff, you just, I mean, there's a sacrifice there where like you can't be the superstar there. Like you got to work within what that group's goal is, and if that means you need to take a step back for the good, to make the whole group thing good, then I mean that's what you should do.
Yeah, don't bring everybody down with your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Fall back if you got to.
Yeah. So, and one more thing too, while we here, because this is pretty much the group topic too. But yeah, making sure that each person is doing is bringing their own stuff to the group. Like they're all bringing what they're supposed to. So like you see it a lot in troops here, where it's like there's always like a person or two that like constantly wants to practice and stuff. But then it's like trying to bring in the rest of the group to be on that too. And yeah, man, that's just that's just the thing you got to work with too. Finding the right folks and having that same mindset, having that same grind mindset of where you want to get out of the group.
So this is Mask Off, episode 96, Creative Differences, man. And we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the show. But before we do that, let's head into the chat comments. Let's get the comments going. Jake, what you got for me?
Yeah, playing that. Facebook got Big Time, you know what I'm saying, always in the building. Shout out to Tom Schultz.
What's up, Tom?
He said, I'm in the garage. It's cold, but I'm all ears to this Yay Convo. Yay Convo Part 2. Ha, I called it. You know, he also says, Malachi roasting y'all from the comments. Yes. Malachi's omnipresent here. Tom also says, I'm a fan of Big Tone's energy today. Everybody's on blast. So, for sure.
What?
That's what he said. And then who we got here? We got so we saw that shit. We're in the Mask Off YouTube comments. Got Malachi talking shit off top. You know what I'm saying? We already saw that. Malachi said, Aria said, hey, what up, though, Aria?
What's up, Aria? How you doing? What up, though?
Man, they had the whole squad in this.
Yeah.
What they did.
We got Kit in the building. She says, hey, guys. Hey, Tony. Malachi, I wish people did stick to the plan. I'm dealing with that right now.
You hang in there, Kit. I know what time it is.
Yeah, man. It's hard to find those people. Yeah. Hang in there.
Malachi says, chew. I don't know what that means. But my bad, Kid. What up, though? No man is an island. You said what?
I know what he's doing. Like, yo.
Yeah, man. James Coleman says, what up, though?
What up, though?
James Coleman.
What's up, big homie?
Yeah. Kit also says, also people can't be changing the plan in the middle of it, because that's draining itself. Sometimes that makes you not want to participate anymore.
That's a big thing, man.
That's a big one. Yeah, talk about it.
That's a big thing, man. My energy, if I'm with something and it's going great, and then all of a sudden you got all these sudden changes, or you start clicking up, and it's different sets within the community of us in which we started, it gives a wrong feeling, and I don't want to be a part of it no more. I'm like, you know what? If I'm not with it, you good. I'm good, because the roles change. The attitudes change when the roles change. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's about right too. I mean, for me, it's like when somebody starts to change what the group is for, it's like, yo, I didn't sign up for this, so you just try to force me to do something else new, and it's like, all right, that's a new group. like you want to start something new, so like let's just not use this group to do all that, because let me think about it, because now you making me choose of, all right, I gotta stay in because I like the group, but now I need to do something that I may not want to do, or now I gotta leave this group that I was working to build with because I don't want to do this change. It's just we talked about goals. That's why you need to set those goals right at the top and not have nobody completely switch up, unless the whole group thinks you should switch it up. Then that's fine. But one person can't be making those choices like that.
I point this out from time to time. We on our 96th episode. That's 2 years. What is it? 2 years in the game, right? Coming up on
2 years. Yep.
Coming up on 2 years in the game. In these 2 years, I've said it before, like, I've gotten closer to these brothers that I have if I would have had real brothers. And that's because we put work in. Like, this ain't just some it ain't no fly by night thing. Like, it takes real commitment and dedication. So creative differences, let's talk about them. We've had them. And I'm a segue right into we got anything else going on in the chat before I go?
Nah, nothing in the Planet Ant YouTube.
Yeah, one more in here while we were talking.
Yeah, so all day, James, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? You already know Big Tone about that preach, especially everything the kid been going through.
One more in here too that just popped up.
Okay. Cam and K, shout out to y'all. I don't think we had them before.
Oh no, this is a new one. Man, I wish I had a new comment banner.
What it boils down to is integrity. Just be honest and upfront. Absolutely, 100%. You be honest and upfront, and ain't no issues popping off because you know where you stand.
Yes, man. If there's one thing I hate is when somebody think they try to like outsmart me or like try to like do some sneaky shit around me. Like, first of all, I see what you're trying to do, and it's like it's disrespectful. First of all, it's like, yo, stop. Like, yeah, man. Just tell the truth. Talk about your goals. Don't be saying this is one thing, but you got your own little goals for yourself on the side. And it's like, yo, come on, man. Let's not play those games. That's annoying.
Yeah, and the big thing is when you don't be a man about your situation, if you don't be an adult about situations. Let me just not say it, be a man about it, but be an adult about your situation and being able to understand that you're not only affecting other people. You not just affect your time, you affect other people's time when you don't play your role and you inconvenience somebody else in their role in what the dynamic is. Absolutely. Communication is the key. So we to keep it lighthearted, because I think that's what we want to ultimately do. We want to look at some things in life that we notice, some big facts. Dan, shout out to J. Cole. I'm uncomfortable with his shirt off every time I see that picture because I got a 20-pack, not a 10-pack, not a 6-pack either, and he got his shirt off and it's uncomfortable. But anyway, let's go to the creative differences. This is the meat and the potatoes. We're gonna hit it right into it. And I have to say, my brother, we let's talk about groups breaking up. Some famous groups breaking up. What's some of the famous groups we had in the world that we were impressed with, that we felt great with, and then they just went through some turmoil? I'm gonna start with my man Dan. What's some of the groups that you know of that went through some ups and downs and tribulations and some turmoil?
Man, most groups do. Most bands. First off, let's start there, man. Y'all can talk about those too. But one that I did that I did not have down that I'm sure that what was this one inside like the past few months where Will Ferrell, you know, big guy, big films and all that stuff, jokes. He sort of broke up with the film director that he partnered with for most of his hit films. So like McKay and like they like completely fell out. They not trying to make no more hits anymore. Like the whole thing's gone. Now like Will Ferrell's not really going to make those same type of hits now. And they fell out because McKay was making that Lakers doc. Was not a doc. It's like a Lakers like mock you like a history of the Showtime Lakers on HBO Max. So like he's making a series about the Lakers in the 60s, of the Showtime Lakers. So that time.
I think I seen the preview to that.
Yeah. And Will Ferrell wanted to play Jerry Buss, so the person who owns the Lakers, and McKay went with John C. Reilly, which is like their friend too. And he hated that. He told him off. They went online, just broke up the friendship, and it's like, who's at fault there? Because maybe the director thought that guy was the right fit, but like Will Ferrell thinks that Will Ferrell must have thought that person he had to give him that role because that's his friend. So yeah, that one was a like one that just happened since the past few weeks here. But it's like who's right, who's wrong. It's hard to tell there, but I mean, you don't want partnerships to break up because of some bullshit like that. Yeah, Tom.
But that seemed like that was something that was brewing for some time, and it just came to head with this situation. Good what I'm saying? Like you never know what may have been going on in the background. Like and you know how this goes. It start off with the smallest minute thing, and then it escalates to a judgment of character. Like, why he do that? Well, why he make that move? And And from that judgment of character, it comes from creative sides. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Creating sides. You taking this side. Well, I didn't like what he did. And what they normally do, you need somebody to be on your team. So you gather people that's going to be on your team that's going to be against that person. And then you start what? After you get people on your team, you start indirectly making innuendos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how taking those little shots. You know?
Taking shots, bang, bang, bang. You making them innuendos, sneak this in, as we say.
Subliminals.
Subliminals, you know what I mean? So those are the things that transpire, and you like, where this coming from? Well, you know what? I ain't gonna fuck with him anyway. And that could have been the director's thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or
that could have been Will's thing. Like, man, I ain't fucking with him. Because why would he pick him over me? Yeah. He doing that to be petty. You know what I mean? Or that could be what the director said. He doing that shit being petty. You know what I mean? And then that blows up like a pimple. Boom, pop, bang.
Yeah. All facts, Tom.
I mean, I know the petty game. You know what I mean? I know the petty game, and if you know the petty game, you see the petty game before it comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know the moves of the petty game. You've been a part of the petty party. You know what I'm saying? So you understand how to maneuver in the petty party. So when a person start making that move, you already know. I see what this is. Oh, that's your homie now. Before you said you ain't fuck with them, and now you fucking with them. You phony as fuck. You know what I mean? And that's how it always happens. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this your man's now. So y'all having lunch together now. You know what I'm saying? y'all working on y'all parts together now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me find out. Oh, you got your kids over they house now, right? Okay, cool. I get it. Oh, why y'all ain't call me? Y'all hanging out? Normally, we go to Tom's Oyster Bar every Wednesday, but you ain't called me this Wednesday. You on some bullshit.
This guy told him fucking fire on this.
That's the petty party.
Because he ain't say one lie that whole ring. This was all fact.
You know what I mean? That's the bullshit. You know what I mean? Jake, hit me with something, baby.
One group, I remember. So any of y'all familiar with the group? I know Tone is, but familiar with the hip hop group Leaders of the New School. That's the group. Who's that?
You don't know? No. He kind of looked like Charlie. What's the other boy? Not Charlie Brown, but
Dinko D.
The dark skinned boy.
Dinko D. That was his name. The other guy. But that's the group Busta Rhymes was in before he blew up. He was actually in Leaders of the New School was actually in a group called Native Tongues, which was Native Tongues.
Brothers.
Jungle Brothers Tribe. I think Queen Latifah was in there.
Lonely Love.
Yep. But Busta was clearly the star of that group. And you know, like he was, I get, and he would like outshine. I guess he would outshine him on all the records and everything. And you know, some jealousy started brewing with the one cat, Charlie Brown, and and it all came to head on like an interview on Yo MTV Raps when they interviewing him. And Charlie Brown, like I don't remember exactly what he said, but his whole mood and his energy was just all bad, just very off. And you said what?
Live on air?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you do not remember who Charlie Brown is during the scenario, they be like, "Who's that?" Brown. That's Charlie Brown.
Inside out, come around. But
Someone all say, "Call me Charlie."
Ripping and romping, New York, North Kakalaka, and Compton. Check it out. All right, I ain't about to go down this route. But look, yeah, they interviewing him. His energy is all bad, all off, and he's just talking about like they interviewing him about like what's in store for these are the new school, and he up here talking about like I'm just trying to work on me and work on my own projects, like stuff like that, and. Busta and the other dude, they looking at dog like, what the fuck is you doing? And Busta said, like, when that happened, he wanted to like beat his ass right there in the interview. Like he wanted to fight him right there. And they broke up, at that interview. And I was like, that was crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, I know a little bit about this too, because I remember the interview. A lot of it was, like he said, Busta was getting a lot of the shine because his stage presence was like out of control. So them niggas, I think it was Elektra, was talking about picking Busta up as a solo artist. And they heard about it and they felt some type of way. Because Busta, he got with this group and he's like, well, they ain't putting no food on the table in the group. I'm gonna do a solo joint. So they got wind of it and they like, what's good? What's good? You know what I mean? So that's what I remember from it, man. You know what I mean? Like they start really acting funny style. You know what I mean? But he gotta feed his family, and I'm sure.
Yeah. And even though like who's wrong, who was like the wrong in that situation, just how they went about it live on TV, it was just all wrong. Like that's just the thing. Like that's like a conversation needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really need to be on the same page with things. Like there's going to be times when like you work with somebody and there might one person might be the star or the person people like. You know what I'm saying? That just happens sometimes, and you can't be a hater. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that's your homie. You know what I'm saying? You're like hold your. I'm not saying hold your own. You know what I'm saying? Figure out ways to do what you're doing better, and you know what I'm saying, and just be supportive. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be a hater. Don't be hated. Don't be jealous. None of that. It's just that shit was just all bad, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. That's what that comes down to there. Just hate, right? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, all right. You can feel that way. Busta Rhymes, he did his thing. He starts to get the buzz because he just has that it factor. Like you can't get mad about that. So it's like, yes. All right. So you can, all right, here's my point. You can feel a way, but it comes down to what do you do with that feeling. So you could try to bring them down and to try to take that back away, or you can let them rise. Hopefully you still keep the group in there too. So like that can raise you up too. So like you got to think about it in more positive ways, but like once somebody gets that hate in their heart, who knows what they'll do.
That goes back to last week when we was watching the Ye joint and the local dude. You know what I mean? And we talked about this last week, how the local dude was super hater. He went on the radio and kind of like shitted on Ye just in front of everybody. He was just at a program with Ye, giving him big ups. And then that later on that night, he at the damn studio with a record dissing Ye.
Unbelievable.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, some people think, you know, the boy Cootie, I think he was just a professional jock rider. You know what I mean? Rode him long enough to get enough footage to make a doc and put his name on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. Go ahead, Jake, and I want to mention New Edition.
Yeah. And I just want to bring up, because I don't want to say too much about this because we did a whole episode on this in the summer, but prime example, like if you want to see two examples of a group that's doing it right, that has a real brotherhood in the group, and another group that kind of fell out and they don't even look like they even kick it, or don't even like talk to each other every day. Watch that versus happening this summer, Locks versus Dipset. Watch that, and you'll see like the Locks. You know what I'm saying? They look like they kick it every day, and they like to kick it every day. They perform they perform with each other or write with each other every day. They just look like they're in sync, and they look like they're about their business. You know what I'm saying? And Jadakiss said that, like, you know, anytime one of them worked on a project separately, you know what I'm saying, all that money, they split that money. Like, it's a real brotherhood, and it's really like one for all for one. Versus with Dipset, they had a falling out like years ago with like money or like record contracts and stuff like that. And if you look at that versus, like, it don't even, like, they don't look in sync at all. They look terrible. And like, and you see like Jim Jones and Jewels and Zeke, they come out first. Cam was supposed to be like the honcho, the leader of the set. He come out there like 10 minutes later, like he don't even give a fuck. It was just all bad. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you want to see an example of that, like a group that's doing it right and a group that's, you know what I'm saying? Watch that versus. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You can blame a lot of that on Cam Ride because he was like that with Dipset. He was like that with Rockefeller. He just with that. He just like that. I don't know. He just not a trusting person or something. Go ahead, Tom.
Some people just got energy.
Yeah.
That don't line up with yours, man. And they have a me first attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that goes into, I know I was going to say something about New Edition, but I think we all know the nuances to that. I was going to talk about the when they broke up on BET Soul. I think it was Video Soul with Sherry Carter. They were sitting there with Sherry Carter. Y'all may be a little bit too young for that, but that
Video Soul Gold.
Video Soul. You know what I mean? They were sitting there with Sherry Carter, and they were sneak dissing each other. But what I wanted to say was, and that was a good segue into, why do we believe groups break up? You know what I mean? And what are the main things that we all come to terms with, especially men? We deal with this thing, these two words that I hear a lot, and start with a P and another one with an E: pride and ego. You know what I'm saying? Those are two major things that I think of. Dan, what's some of the things that you believe that breaks groups up?
You know, those are two main cores of it. There, just like some people just can't function within a group. There's how I say it. There may be sometimes like a person, they don't give a group member the space to be themselves within the group too. So I was watching the Beatles documentary that came out. Well, part one, because each part is like 3 hours and there's 4 parts, so you can't get through it. But through this footage, you saw them break up like at the practice. So the guitarist George Harrison just like walked out. He wrote a note. He said, "All right, yeah, I'm done with the band," and he left me because you saw it there too, where it was like, so like John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote most of the songs, and like they were there writing out songs, trying to pitch songs and trying to get those done. But George had songs that he wanted to like show. So like he started to pitch a song, and like John and Paul were just like, "Yo, man, fuck that shit." Like that shit. Play the guitar, George. Play the guitar. We don't want to hear your songs. We got the songs. We are legendary songwriters. We don't need your songs, George. But George had like 5 or 6 songs he wanted to share, and they told him no, so he left. So like that's that's something too. Not having a partner where like you don't give them the freedom to like grow within the group too.
Any thoughts, Jake?
Yeah, man, that's that right there is like, that's kind of Yeah, that's kind of toxic right there. Because it's like if I was in that situation and they doing that to me, I'll be like yo, like y'all don't believe, like why do y'all have me here? Y'all don't believe in me? Y'all think y'all don't think I'm capable of more than just playing the guitar? Like you don't think I can like like do you not you don't want me to be big as y'all? Like I have a lot of things in my head running in my head. If nobody's letting me flex whatever talents I got within the group, like evenly, just like the rest of y'all. That's that was fucked up. I didn't know that. I didn't know
that's a
I
good
didn't know that about them. But I think the main thing is like besides miscommunication, because I said that 800 times already. Money. Money like is not even with just groups, just maybe or bands or creative groups or whatever, your family, everything. It's money fucks up everything. Like that's why like you got to be, I don't know, man, like you got to figure out like what I don't know. Damn.
Hey, that's true though.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Once that comes in, things start to get a little funny. So hey,
yeah,
right. You know what's the main thing too that I forgot to mention? Outside entities. You know what I'm saying? Because whether we do, take for instance this show, whether we doing this podcast, there could be somebody in the background watching Daniel, somebody in my background, somebody watching it, or people in the comment section. You know what I mean? And that makes me think about like professional groups. Like it's a group, but that don't mean that you go home with them. So you got whoever you with, like, you know what?
That bug in your ear, yeah.
Yeah, that bug in your ear. Like, you know what? Did he deliberately not give you the mic? When you say, take me to the bridge and you reach for the mic, did he deliberately not give it to you? And you start thinking like, damn, that's not the first time I asked this nigga to pass me the mic. I said, take me to the bridge. And he just looked at me like I'm crazy and started singing my part. This motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, people getting in your ear saying you the shit or you can leave. And you know what? They not nothing. They not nothing without you. Remember, you the star. You know what I mean? We kind of coined that as the David Ruffin syndrome around here. You know what I mean? So it kind of make me think when in our group, and I'm speaking about our group, Dan, Malachi, Jake, and myself, when we feel like somebody getting a little bit too some type of way, oh, you on that Dan Ruffin shit. Okay, all right, cool. And it's an inside joke we got to bring us back down to reality. Like, yo, bigger than the group. The group is the group. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's important. And if you don't have those constant checks, you get a real David Ruffin. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah.
Or Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes.
Oh yeah, man.
And his ass ain't saying no major league parts.
That's when I learned that's unbelievable. That's so funny.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, to a different aspect, let's talk about groups that did break up that you guys wish that didn't have broken up. What's some of those groups that you wish didn't have broke up? Or let's just say influential people that were cool that you wish didn't fall out.
Yeah. Ooh, good one. Yeah.
I'm gonna say myself, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Tariq Nasheed and Dr. Umar Johnson. I think those two gentlemen, I don't know if anybody familiar with them. They with the woke scene, and they started off doing Hidden Colors. Tariq Nasheed, he directed Hidden Colors, but Dr. Umar Johnson, he was on 2 of the Hidden Colors by Tariq Nasheed. And what they're basically videos of African American history. So they fell out on some petty shit, and now all that knowledge cannot be shared together. You know what I mean? So that's who I wish didn't kind of like break up, and not necessarily break up, but they really don't fuck with each other now.
Yeah, I did not know that they were a group beforehand.
They wasn't a group. But
they collaborated.
Yeah.
Man, for me, which is one of them, but it goes back to like why groups break up. But this one has like no reason why they broke up besides one person just decided that they don't want to do it no more, and that's Outkast. They're not technically broken up, but they haven't put out anything in the last 10 plus years now, and it's mostly because Andre does not want to make music anymore, or like he makes it, but like he doesn't want to release it. And Big Boy still does. Big Boy still mostly consistently still puts out music and still inside his same sound. Like I mean, you can kind of hear that this is Big Boy's sound like from what he brought to the group. I know so it works about this. I know getting worked up about this, but yeah, they technically broke up because maybe it was Big Boy's fault because he couldn't push Dre to keep growing creatively within the group. So like maybe he stayed too stuck in that same sound, and like that just kind of turned Dre off about on what the group was. So he probably outgrew it in that sense. But the fact that he did, and like the fact that they can't find a way to find that groove again, is just like, oh man.
I had heard, correct me if I'm wrong, but I had heard he had a lot of anxiety before he was getting on stage. He dealt with a lot of social anxiety. So that contributed to the reason why he kind of took a back seat. You know what I mean? And this is me talking. I think the nigga got tired of dealing with Big Boy because Big Boy wasn't that dope of a damn artist. But I get it. You gotta have a
See, because based on what I saw the partnership as, like Big Boy did most of like the base work, so like laying the groundwork, and then 3K just made it great. but you need the guy that does like the hard groundwork first, and yeah. I don't know, and I wish they still made music. How about you, Jake?
Man, I like Big Boy, man.
Yes, me too. I like Big Boy. That's Tone that does that thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I knew. Soon as you said that, I told shaking his head like, "Oh, here it comes! Here it comes! He about to shit on Big Boy." But I guess for me, one group. I don't know if I wish they didn't break up because they all went solo and did great things and we got really great albums from this breakup. But I always wonder what if they would have stayed. If NWA never broke up, because that's one thing that's one of the main things that happened. One of the main breakups because of money is NWA.
Outside Voice,
yeah.
Outside Voices too.
Outside, yeah, it was Outside Voices, but I think it was mainly money. Well, I just wonder what would have happened, like how far they would have gotten or whatever. Because I mean, I don't know, when maybe Easy he probably wouldn't have gotten far because I don't know how long he had contracted HIV or whatever. But I just wonder how what would the landscape of hip hop would have been if they never breaking up. You know what I'm saying? Because without that, you don't have a Chronic, you don't have America's Most or Death Certificate or the Predator. But today was good. You don't have none of that stuff. So and then you probably never would have got Bone Thugs because because the main focus would have been NWA. So I just wonder, like, what if so kind of go ahead, Tom.
I just find it very compelling how that group was a major influence to all those groups you just mentioned, bro. That's so crazy. Like they did a whole stepping stone, you know what I mean, with those like major people, you know what I mean? Like who lost in that group the most? Nobody look at MC Ren. No one even talks about MC Ren like that. And MC Ren was like one of the dopest rappers next to Ice Cube at that time.
He was just as good as Ice Cube.
Dope. Yeah,
he was lyrically he's probably better, but Cube just had better content or conceptual or whatever. But or the DOC, you know what I'm saying? Or DJ Yella's doing fine. I don't know, what he's doing, but he's after the group broke up, he got into directing porn, so he's doing fine.
But, all right, I guess that's doing.
Yeah, but my thing is, man, like that whole group, I think that MC Ren really suffered the most because he didn't have nothing concrete to go off of other than that group.
Yeah,
because he chose with Easy.
Yeah, he stuck with Easy. That was his man. That was his boy. Like Easy brought him. Easy brought him into the mix because that was his homie. But he was just loyal. Yeah, it kind of sucks. He was a very good rapper.
So we come to a conclusion of our group discussion tonight, and we gonna hit the comments one more time. Let's pop off these comments before we get up out of here. You got something for me, Jake?
Yes, I do. We got sorry. People were naming the comments. Let's see. We got people was naming groups in the comments. James Coleman said definitely New Edition. He also names Bone Thugs. James Coleman says nobody likes that tit for tat shit. I think he talking about the when people be doing those when y'all was talking about earlier, the innuendo stuff.
Yeah, subliminals.
Yeah. Malachi said Tom's Oyster Bar. Okay.
Yeah, no, this was when Tom was on that rant talking about somebody talking shit. You're like, oh yeah. Yeah, we go to Tom's Oyster Bar every Tuesday. And now
okay. All things Cam and K said Buster's the truth. Yes, he is. Malachi Lee says exactly Jake conversation. Cam K, people don't own other people. You have to let people with or without you, referring to like, if someone in your group was it's like outshining everybody else. Malachi says play your role. Yes, play your position the best you can. James Coleman says sometimes people act like crabs in a barrel. As soon as the crab starts his way out, another crab motherfucker pulls him right back down.
Damn, that's true.
Yeah. That is facts. Super facts.
That's not fiction.
Yes. Malachi Migos is an example of a group who's still together. Yeah, I forgot about him.
All right, first of all, he's a little too deep in the comments to not.
He on the road, Dan. That's what it is. He on the road.
All right, fine.
Yeah, he deep it. Yeah.
I'm like,
that Pennsylvania trip is a long trip.
He might as well be logged on his phone.
Right.
Be on his phone anyway.
Okay.
Let's see. All things Cam and K say money is a referring to like what how groups break up. You have to have respect for everyone's creativity. Yeah. And writers get more money. Yeah, the other one, Kit says, Jake, that might not be the case. That might not be the case. That they just may be the only thing they need or want from you. Referring to like I think like the George Harrison stuff you were saying.
They need to want from you. Oh, like that. That might not be the case. That might. Yeah, because you start to think about what
Yeah.
think about you, but
Yeah.
kids saying no, that might not be the case. Sometimes
Yeah.
they're saying what they need from you for this group
It's just this.
one part. So play that role.
You
So
play a role.
hey,
I mean, that's true.
That's a good side too. I mean,
that's a good point, but it's like that, at least hear my shit if I got one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you can still hear it. Plus, yeah, and it's
All things Cam and K also say you got to have business in place.
Yeah, talking about money. Cam and K had one more up there that I thought was good that I think we missed. Yeah, so like some people need to be in charge, and when it came to, they have a meltdown.
That's
but like,
true.
yeah, that's a good one too. That's like, I mean, you can boil that down to like a creative control too. So it's going back to that what we were talking about, giving people that creative freedom, and doing both of those. So,
but you know what, Dan? I think it goes beyond creative control, because you can give somebody an ability to shine in that moment, but they think their ass is supposed to always shine, and you don't shine. You know what I mean? And that, I think we dealt with that in the past, where it's like, damn, you'll fall back. Let me get a piece of this pie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But no, some people are like, no, these are my ideas. You know what I mean? We should go with my idea. We should go with my vision. We should go, let's check, let's do this, let's do that. And you're like, damn, well, how this gonna work as we as a collective?
Yeah.
When everything's coming from you, and I don't like your idea.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's where that creative differences come in. So like when people say they break up for that, when I used to hear that, I'm like, man, that's a bullshit excuse. but like working within groups now, like working with y'all and just working now and since I like more troops and stuff, you can really start to see like how that could occur where like two people have something they where like two people see the group in two separate ways. And I mean, most people, I mean, good groups talk through it, communicate, and get through it. But if they're both hard-headed, yeah, you get that.
Well, you know what I get from that? When people say we broke up due to creative differences, I get from is we weren't, like you said, we weren't mature enough to resolve conflict. Yeah. So therefore, I said, fuck you and fuck everything we was all doing, because I can't have it my way. Yeah. So fuck all y'all. I'm going to do my thing. That's what I get from creative differences. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just a nice way to say that we was all on some bullshit.
Exactly. So we got anybody else in the chat before we break up out of here?
Yeah, Tom, back in the Planet Ant Facebook, Tom shows. Well, Malachi made a comment. Malachi is in the Planet. He all up on these different shit.
Everything but you could have came to the show. You could have came to the goddamn show.
If Mass Call breaks up, it's Malachi's fault. No,
Jake said it first on 96.
No, Malachi says, Tom shows, you know how I do, referring to Tom's comments, and Malachi be roasting y'all from the comments. But Tom says Tone's giving a TED talk on group dynamics. The David Ruffin Central. Wow. I used to like I like that use of the Temptation drama. He also says, I'm happy House of Pain broke up. Jump around is noise. Wow. I actually don't like that song either.
I didn't either. I didn't like it.
No. Just be a 3-man group. Shady, Marshall Mathers, and Eminem. If you break up, you just broke you. Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, Tom just doing bits.
Yeah. Yeah. Going a little off the rails now.
Tom on that Malachi tonight.
Yeah.
But that's all we got in the chat. Oh, also Sarah Wilder's watching. Shout out to Sarah. What up, though?
What's up, Sarah? all love, all fam, all chats. Thank you for checking us out, man. We rock with y'all, and thank you for rocking with us. This is episode 96. Creative Differences of Mask Off. Y'all know what it do. Y'all know how we get down. That picture is fucking hilarious. Every time I see it, I crack up, man. Look at him. You good with this, Blue? You good with this? Boy, man. Before we go, Dan, do you got something you need to say?
No, man. This was a good topic. This was a good topic there. Tone, man, that I must say, Lavo, there that rant that you heard about how groups be talking was perfect.
But, thank you, my brother.
yeah, good show, y'all.
Jake, you got anything before we go?
No, it was a good show. Thanks to everybody rock with us. Everybody in the comments, giving their opinions and everything. Yeah, it's good to be back. I'm gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna miss a show for a while. It was fun. It was fun. It was a fun show and shit.
Nigga, it's your show. What do you mean? Like you a guest? I think I'm gonna come back.
That's a cool thing y'all got going on
This
here.
nice little atmosphere y'all got going on here.
Hey,
I didn't know what was going on before, but
hope y'all invite me back.
we talk about creative differences, man. Maybe I'll stick around a little bit more.
This nigga Jake asked us to do this bullshit, and now he ain't. Bullshit.
Yo, and shout out to Young Malachi in the chat, man. You know what I mean? Get home safely, drive safely, get your ass off your phone and pay attention to the roads, man. You know what I'm saying? We love you. We'll see you when you get back. For everybody else, man, same to y'all. We love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. This is episode 96 of Mask Off Creative Differences. You can catch us on YouTube at Mask Off Podcast. Check us out. We here every Friday, 9 p.m. So this is it. Just like Mike Jackson, this is it, baby. We out of here. Holla at your boy. Peace. We out.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.